Welcome back to the Ask Trainer Jeff Show. This is episode number 5. We took a little holiday break, but we are back at it again. So we have 5 good questions coming from a bunch of different topics: testosterone, babies, fast food, workout regimens, that kind of jazz. So let's get started into the questions. Question number 1 comes from Jen. When restarting a workout routine, how many days and rest should we be doing for the workouts? Well, you want to be shooting for at least 4 days of working out and a maximum of 3 days of resting. So you want to be changing your body. So you have to be going about at least the majority of the week working out, staying active, putting in a lot of effort into the exercises, having good, strong routines, not just 10 minutes, but like 45 minutes to 55 minutes. You can do it in 30 minutes, but it's got to be a high intensity 30 minutes. So just see where your levels are at and how much rest you're going to need. But it boils down to making the mindset of, okay, there's 7 days in a week, 4 of those days I gotta be working out, if not 5. The more effort you put in, the more results you're gonna get out. So if you are a little lackadaisical in that aspect, you really wanna push yourself at least 4 days if you wanna see results in a quickly amount of time. The 3 days and 2 days is more of a maintenance phase, so you might see people doing that, but you really wanna shoot for the 4 days of being active and doing something. Not always have to be lifting weights, but going for a long walk, climbing, jogging, things of that nature, riding bicycles, all that kind of jazz. Julie says, I had a baby and would like to get my abs back, but I really, really like red wine. Well, Julie, abs are a little tricky. A lot of it's going to be nutrition, so you got to stay away from fast food, fried foods, going out to dinner, all that kind of jazz, and you really want to be focusing on your vegetables, your lean proteins, your healthy fats like your avocados, olive oils, healthy nuts, things like that, and then healthy carbs like oatmeal, sweet potatoes, and brown rice. If you're looking into doing more exercises, I always tell everyone to start with the 2 basics, plank and leg lifts. Both are good on your spine, both are good for contracting your core, and both are endurance that you can go for a long time without getting sore and really hurting yourself. So you can do them almost every single day and start to see a change. The planks are going to keep your abs tight. The leg lifts are going to help with the crunches and elongating, so you get that long, lean abs, which is what most women want. So those would be my recommendations for you. If you can do planks, start for at least a minimum 20 seconds up to a minute. Even work your way up to 2 minutes. Leg lifts, do sets of 10 to 20 per set and try to do 2 to 3 sets a day if you're going to do those. All right. Chris says, what workouts and dietary plans are best for improving free testosterone? Well, workout-wise is going to be the big, strong muscle group. So that means doing the barbell squats, going heavy on leg press, heavy on deadlifts, heavy on chest press, heavy on bent over barbell rows. The more bigger muscles you're using, the more testosterone your body is going to produce, especially in the big muscles like your legs. So utilizing those at least 2 to 3 days a week is going to build your testosterone to increase the levels slowly but surely. Secondly, for dietary purposes, you're going to want to start doing a lot of vitamin D, which is in black beans, it's in shellfish and oysters, it's in tuna, it's in, let's see here. Yeah, egg yolks. Like if you have 1 egg a day, that'd be good. And of course, losing weight is going to help increase your testosterone. So wherever your weight level is at, you can go online and check for your height and age what your weight should be around. And if you're not close to that, try to get closer to that number and then see where your testosterone levels are at. But increasing those vitamin D, even like low-fat vitamin D milk would be good too, will help with the testosterone along with the big muscle groups, especially your legs, to produce more testosterone. All right, Krista says, I have been reading that sit-ups and crunches are not good for you. What is your perspective and some alternatives to get results? Yes, sit-ups are hard on your spine. Your spine has a curvature at the bottom, so as you're coming up, it's really hard on the joints and compresses and then opens up vertebrae, and you can lead to herniated disc and bulging disc and all that jazz. So most of the time I avoid sit-ups and go more crunches on a stability ball, crunches on a BOSU ball, something where your back is supported. I also recommend the leg lifts and the planks. I recommend engaging your core throughout a whole workout. So that would be, when you're doing dumbbell chest press, do it on a stability ball so you're unstable and you have to engage your core. When you're sitting at a desk, sit on one of these stability balls so you have to engage your core to be able to type. Balance is another way to do core. So if you're at a gym and doing workouts, do one-legged bicep curls, do one-legged shoulder press, one-legged kickbacks, one-legged squats. Things of that nature are going to force you to keep your balance, which is going to engage your core a lot more. The last thing would be a lot of rotation. So if you have cables going across your body, rotations this way. If you have medicine ball, you can do Russian twists going this way. The more you rotate, the tighter around your obliques is going to be, and that'll firm up your abs and give you that ripped look. And but again, it goes back to nutrition, goes back to doing this 4 or 5 times a week, things of that nature. So yes, the sit-ups are bad, and the alternatives are all those that I listed, but you have to be consistent with it, and just doing sit-ups isn't going to get rid of the stomach. The stomach's going to get rid of from all the healthy nutritional guidelines you're going to be doing, and then sit-ups will just help tone it as you start to lose the weight. Last question comes from Fred. Fast food options for when you are out on the go. Depends on how lenient you want to be, Fred. Honestly, I'm going to say none of them are great, and just because it's a fast food option. There's processed stuff, there's sodium, there's high calories, all that kind of jazz. If you're going to be strict and go for a salad, then great. Panera is really good for that. Subway, you can get all their fresh stuff and just not put it on bread, but then you're eating processed meats, and then how really healthy is processed meat for you with all the nitrates and everything like that. You're going to Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's. If I had to choose, I'd probably either do Burger King or Wendy's, but you really want to stay away from the dessert, stay away from anything fried, so French fries, fried chicken, chicken nuggets, no loaded baked potatoes. Go for a fruit option, go for a water as opposed to the soda and juices that they always have. And burger-wise, Jimmy John's is great because you can get a lettuce wrap, so you're not even doing the carbs for the buns. Flatbread at Subway would be better than any of the other breads that they have on there, just for carb perspective of it. If you go to Chipotle, go for a burrito bowl or a burrito salad, so you're not doing the burrito itself with all the calories and carbs that entails. Stay away from the corn, stay away from the sour cream, add a little bit of cheese if you want. It's things of that. It's all about how lenient you're going to be and how consistent you are with it. Hopefully you're not very consistent with it, but if you're going to be doing it, if I had to choose, I would go Panera, Subway, Jimmy John's, Chipotle, and then probably Wendy's would be my top 5. All right, guys, thank you for your questions. We will have more coming up next week. Keep please sending them in to hashtag AskTrainerJeff, and that's on Twitter and on Instagram. And then on my Facebook, look up Jeff McMahon and then put hashtag AskTrainerJeff, and we will get more questions out. Thank you, guys.